Okay, what you're seeing right here, Royal Marines in the English Channel are boarding and seizing a Russian tanker, the Smirtos. This was a 6-hour long military operation, involved multiple aircraft, the HMS Sutherland, and a mine hunter, the HMS Ledbury. This is monumental. The boarding comes days after two of the Prime Minister's defense staff resigned over failures to deliver this investment plan. And they basically wanted to authorize the sanctioned seizures of these shadow fleet tankers from Russia. And this seems like that's exactly what's happening. Hundreds of these Russian vessels have passed through the English Channel. And now, well, Putin just got boarded. Not in Ukraine, not in Moscow, the English Channel. British Royal Marines stormed this tanker and they're seizing this sanctioned oil that has been dodging all of this pressure. Tomorrow starts the G7 summit, and now Russia is threatening to rig the tankers with explosives if Britain tries this again. So you can see here, they're going through this ship compartment by compartment. They're looking for something. We don't know what they're looking for. The Sun has got this. The MOD released this footage. Says they're going to move the ship off the southern coast of the UK and anchor it out while further investigations happen. I don't understand what the hell's happening here. I don't know what England is trying to do. This all comes on the heels of this peace deal that the President of the United States is trying to get signed in Iran. We got the G7 summit starting tomorrow in France. And now you've got Royal Marine Commandos boarding this ship. Here's more footage of this. So that's the tanker there, the Smirtos. Britain targets Russia's shadow fleet. Now, we know one of the big losers, if there's a peace deal signed with Iran, is going to be England because of the amount of money that flows through downtown London, the City of London, Lloyd's of London, insuring all of these ships. Russia is saying that if they try this again, they will booby trap these ships to, cause some more problems. I am stunned that the UK is trying to do this, or they did it. The UK moves to cut Russia's oil money. Got more stuff here. This is huge because it sends a message to Russia. And you can see here one of Putin's cronies, Dmitry Rogozin, has urged the Kremlin to arm its shadow fleet with explosives so they could booby trap this. I mean, this is straight out of a Middle Eastern playbook. But you can see the dead of the night. They raided this tanker. They're looking for something. We don't know what they're looking for. Rumors have, been abound that Russia has been supplying Iran with multiple pieces of equipment. And you can see here where this is. It gets seized. It transverses the English Channel. You've got France, England, Dover, Calais, been through there hundreds of times. And it moves further down to the southern coast, Weymouth, Bournemouth, further into this area. And like pirates, they're referencing the pirates right here, that the British were like, hey, not so fast, bucko. We're taking your boat. And then you've got these Royal Marine Commandos. They are actively looking for something. I don't know what they're looking for. They're looking for some documentation. They're looking for deck logs. They're looking for maybe freight lists manifest to see what kind of equipment was coming in and out of there. This is very well choreographed. We're talking something right out of a Jerry Bruckheimer film. I am stunned by this, by Britain getting this involved with everything that's going on. Got a little clip here from Sky News.
Well, we're going to take you live to some pictures that we have of the seized Russian tanker. This is just off the coast of Weymouth. And we've been talking about that all morning and afternoon on Sky News. This is a seized Russian tanker. These are the latest live images that we have of that tanker. This is after UK armed forces and law enforcement officers boarded that Shadow Fleet tanker for the first time. And also, just so you know the name of it, the vessel was actually called Smirtos. It's a Cameroon-flagged tanker, and it was sailing through the English Channel and then intercepted in the early hours of this morning. The Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, has said the operation is order. There's been legal wranglings about whether they could or couldn't do it for some time. And they ended up doing it this morning. The MOD, of course, said that the Royal Marine Commander and specially trained law enforcement officers from the National Crime.
Do you think this was a smart move by Keir Starmer to board this ship? And there's stuff, more information coming in here. Royal Marines supportive personnel from the National Crime Agency. That's the part that confuses me here. And this is a little bit better footage of these Royal Marines looking for something.
Yeah, hold that.
1-3 Charlie. That's 4-2.
Holding.
Do you think this looks a little bit too choreographed, where you hear the cameraman telling him to hold there? Is this like a remake of some Call of Duty scene with the cameraman actually getting in the way and being staged? It's like they brought a cameraman with them to document and to record all of this. Is Keir Starmer this worried about his perception? And see, here's the part that bothers me. The cameraman is already at the bottom of the stairs, and then the stack moves in. So it was okay for the cameraman to be at the bottom of the stairs for this shot. That's the part that bothers me here. Is this staged? Was this all a plan? Is this just Hollywood? Because that's what it's looking like. They've got very good footage of this. This is not normal. This is not just another shipping story. You're seeing state-funded propaganda, right? In my opinion. I mean, only time will tell what comes out of this. But when Putin comes out and says that he will booby trap his ships, or he's being advised to do that, I'd be very careful what Russian ships that I tried to seize. But, I mean, they've got the cameraman in the bridge of the ship while the helicopters move in. This looks pre-planned. This looks like a propaganda film from the Department of Defense to try to win back some support. That's what it feels like to me. That's exactly what this looks like. This is deadly as catch. Let's go a little forward here on this film. Yeah, here we go. They've already got the blurred image. I mean, this is too good, man. Too good. This looks too staged. I don't know about you, Russia, England, Ukraine. When the cameraman is telling you, move along, come on in, everything's fine, it tells me this is too perfect, too good, too perfectly timed. On the day the United States is trying to get a peace deal signed with Iran, we've got the G7 summit starting tomorrow. The UK and the rest of the EU are trying to bring Ukraine in as a member of the EU. This all comes at the end of Tulsi Gabbard, with this research being exposed about the biolabs in Ukraine. I want to get your opinion because I'm trying to understand this, but I really can't. This is just too good, too perfectly timed. I'm sorry. This is too perfectly timed. They had a cameraman with them. The seizure, probably real. The video footage of the Marine commandos going through it, it was probably already cleared. They went back and documented it in a Hollywood Call of Duty faction. Love to get your opinion on this. Leave a comment down below. Putin's going to respond. How will he respond? Is the timing too good, too wrong with the G7 summit coming? Smash a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Russia, Ukraine, England. It's getting crazy.